TikTok's gonna accidentally cause a rift for us.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Currently Untitled podcast. We have some really important news. Jessie and I are considering getting a puppy. You thought I was going to say married, didn't you? That's already on the table. But we are considering getting a puppy, and because I live at home currently, I needed to get parental permission, and my parents finally agreed if Jessie and I pay for it and make sure that it's taken care of and that they don't have any more responsibility. So we are looking at the African Basenji. And I think we're pretty settled on a name, right?
I think so.
Joe Grizzly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grizzly.
Yeah. Well, I'd call him Grizzly. I don't care if you call him Joe Grizzly. It's named after a guy from the Halloween reboot, right?
Yeah, Rob Zombie.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if it was the first one or the second. It's the first, right?
The first, yeah.
There's a character that's only in it for one scene. And Michael Myers kills him in a bathroom. And he goes, "You don't know who you're messing with. I'm Joe Grizzly, bitch." And then proceeds to die. Jessie has always had a fixation with Joe Grizzly. So we've decided to name our dog.
Guy.
Yeah, he did. Honestly, I would love to see a Joe Grizzly spin-off movie of pre Michael Myers.
I'd be down.
How do you create such a charismatic and memorable character and then kill him off in the first 5 seconds?
It was disappointing.
Mind you, that's like Danny Trejo's character too.
Yeah.
He's in it. He's such an endearing character, and then he's gone.
And he has a Mikey pass the whole time.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. Michael Myers gave him a Mikey pass.
Or maybe that's why he killed him.
Maybe. I have to say, I am very selective about who I give Mikey passes out to. And I get very frustrated when people who've not acquired said Mikey pass use one. Mm-hmm. That is so rude.
Yeah, I've never done that to anyone. Like, just randomly used a nickname when
they're clearly not cool with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's weird.
I went to school with a guy who he actually preferred the long form of his name instead of the short form. But I don't know. I don't know how I was introduced to him, but I was introduced to him as Dan. So it got hard for me to switch to Daniel, knowing he prefers Daniel.
Right.
That just got really hard to...
Yeah.
To switch
Well, I was introduced to you as Mike. Like, I was told my friend Mike.
Yeah.
So I didn't see you as a Michael until I started spending more time around your family.
Yeah, they're the only ones that call me Michael. Colleagues will call me Michael. Very few friends, but it's usually Mike. And then, like, there are certain people in my life who just refuse to call me anything but Mikey, and that's a story for another day. But, yeah, using the short form for someone's name when it's not, like, suggested, and they're clearly not cool with it, is just such a tasteless thing to do.
Yeah, like, I don't ever introduce myself as Jessica, so I don't want people to call me that.
Yeah.
But, like, that's because if I'm saying it's Jessie, that's giving permission.
Right. I find it funny when people who you've known eventually want to change what they're called, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, you have a friend who started going by their middle name when they left the province.
Yeah.
And now it's hard for you to address them by that name.
Yeah. Well, I was also never told that it was changing.
True. I went to school with a guy who all of a sudden wanted to go by his initials. And I was like, dude, I've known you for 3 years. It's really hard to start calling you something different.
Mm-hmm. Well, my sister has a friend who changed, like, the short form of her name.
Weird.
From, like, one short form to another. And it's my mom slowly adjusting to it. But I don't know, it's been weird because I've known her for so long. I can't see her as any other name.
How do you even enter that conversation?
I don't know.
Like, hey, friends and family, do you tweet it? Like, what do you do?
I I don't know.
Change your face. You know what? People probably change their Facebook name and just hope other people catch on.
Probably. And then that's how they introduce themselves to new people. But...
Well, I've got one friend that when you saw her name in my phone, you didn't know who it was because you never heard me use that version of the name.
Mm.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, you were like, who is that? Jealous girlfriend mode. I'm just kidding. You weren't jealous. But you were like, who is that? And I was like, you literally saw them today. Like,
I don't think I asked it that, like, I think I just asked who it was. I don't think I was trying to accuse you of anything.
I think I'm more paranoid of being accused because here's the thing about when you're as honest of a guy as me, the humble brag, but when you're so honest in a relationship, like previous relationships have always just assumed that I lie a lot and that they just can't figure it out because some of the things that I'm so willing to say, they're like, but what are you hiding then?
Yeah.
Like if you're willing to be this open, what are the things that you don't want me to know? Like they just assume it's even worse than like I leave the room to fart kind of stuff. Which I don't do anymore.
Nope.
No, now it's just open season.
We've grown past that stage.
Yeah, I think it was like the one day where I was like, oh, I have to fart. And you're like, do it. And I was like, okay. And then there was a solid minute to 10-minute period where I was so ashamed of myself. And then you laughing at the fact that I was so ashamed that I eventually got over it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what's funny? I'm still full from the dinner last night. My stomach hasn't quite adjusted.
It was a lot of red meat.
Yeah. We had, my parents had their 40th wedding anniversary. And typically, my sister and I would probably, like, or probably her, my sister probably would have sent them out to dinner.
Right, yeah.
Or we would have gone in on it. But she is bigger about their anniversary than I ever have been.
Mm-hmm.
But this was year 40, so it was definitely something special. And my sister went and did all the grocery shopping, and Jessie and I cooked like a date night dinner for my parents. But in that, we made steaks for ourselves too. And I like roasted peppers and potatoes, the little ruby potatoes, and we had wine and cake. It was so good. Yeah. That was like restaurant style eating.
Oh yeah. It was good stuff.
Yeah, Jessie hand wrote a really nice menu. My mom's framing that, by the way.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, Jessie hand wrote a menu. We like had a LED candle on the table. We did our best to make it like a date night, so I think they really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it seemed like it.
My mom said after we left the room for them to eat, my dad kept laughing at like the menu, the candle. I made fresh bread for their meal. Like that was all out.
Ooh, speaking of which, I kind of want some of that bread.
Yeah, that bread was good.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about lessening the sugar, though.
It's been a very nice surprise seeing how capable you are in the kitchen.
Yeah, because before we'd be at McDonald's every night, and now I'm just cooking his food.
And you enjoy it, which is great.
I do enjoy cooking. I remember when I first started working from home, I had said to my mom, I really hope that this works and I can stay working from home because I really enjoy being able to casually go to the grocery store with her in the middle of the day and it not being a super disruptive or rushed thing.
Right.
And I liked being able to be like, I'm going to make dinner for my mom, Jessie, and my mom will make something for my dad. And like that freedom definitely changed how much time I like to spend in the kitchen. Like if the social media career works and my side businesses work, I'd like to take eating more seriously, like start eating more consciously, and
Yeah.
but being able to really take the time to find really good recipes
Right.
rather than meal prepping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's more enjoyable.
A personal chef would always be nice too.
That would be amazing.
But I do enjoy cooking a little too much to want one.
Yeah, it'd be good to have one like at times.
Yeah.
And then
maybe like weekdays and weekends.
Yeah.
Cooking myself. That'd be cool.
That'd be a good mix.
Yeah. So, everybody listening to this, please make sure I get there by liking all of my videos and sharing them around. I'm really going heavy on TikTok lately, hoping that elevates my career. Man, it's hard.
Yeah. TikTok's gonna accidentally cause a rift for us.
What?
From me forgetting to go like and comment another video.
Yeah, I get mad because like everything I've read says the first hour or two are the most important on TikTok. If they don't get engagement in the first hour to 2 hours, they stand no chance of going further. So I post them and I usually say to Jessie, "Hey, I'm posting some TikToks now." But there have been times lately where Jessie hasn't been feeling well or her back's been hurting, so she is nappy. And then
I'm nappy.
Yeah, like you'll nap. Oh,
Yeah.
I just realized nappy means something else. I apologize for the misuse of that word. But Jessie will be taking a nap or just drowsy enough to not be thinking, and then she won't like and comment on the videos.
Yeah.
Or you'll like them and you won't comment, and then I get sassy.
Yeah, well, I was thinking particularly of the other day when I can't remember what happened at night, but I didn't have my phone on me, so I hadn't liked and commented on them.
Right.
And then I was doing it at the table when we were having breakfast,
yeah.
and you turned to me and you're like, "Why are you commenting on them now?"
Well,
I was like, "Oh shit!"
Because at that point, it's not going to help me.
Well, sorry, I was trying to still be helpful.
I understand. That's my bad. TikTok's definitely an odd space because clearly the app does not love me before 8 p.m. That's just ridiculous.
The app has been very strange though since
quarantine.
Yeah, like it's gotten
tougher.
Yeah,
I think
like even just the recent last couple weeks.
Yeah, it's been worse. It's funny because I used to grow. Well, I was growing every day when I first started working from home, and I started doing 2 a day.
Mm-hmm.
I was growing slowly, and then out of nowhere, I switched it up to 10 a day, thinking that was going to expedite the process. But the problem is, either there was a point where I was shadow banned, or I was posting at the wrong time of day, but my videos went from getting 150 to 600 views minimum to 1 view, 5, 50, 40. Like they were so inconsistent. Mm-hmm. And then I had one video 2 weeks later jump to 12,000, 20,000. Right now it's sitting at 107.7 thousand views. And it's me and Jessie duetting a dude eating cereal. Like and we didn't add anything to the video.
No, we're just laughing.
Yeah, but then everything after that was like 4 views, 10 views. I'm like, what is going on? So I finally found, like, I switched my account to a pro account, and it'll tell you when most of your followers are on. But today, this is the dumb thing. My followers engage more after 8 p.m. That's evident. But I'm also trying to post outside of that time to find new people.
Right.
Problem is, I looked at the app and was like, okay, at 4 o'clock, there's 92 followers online. At 8 o'clock, there's 100. That's only 8 follower difference. Perfect. I'll post at 4. I posted right before you and I left to go get groceries from your mom's house.
Yeah.
I post them. Keep in mind, it's only an 8 follower difference. 3, 6, 3 views.
So weird.
It's like the app's like, those 8 people would have been the ones to jack you up to 150.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
150 is the number that I'm like, okay, if it gets that high, I can I can sleep. But if it's lower than that, I don't like it. But 150 is like okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Should have done better, but that's acceptable. That is the bare minimum of acceptability for me. 200, I'm feeling a little bit better. 700, okay, feeling a bit better.
I feel like with TikToks too, though, once they get to like a couple hundred, it almost, like, once it's at 200, you kind of know what's going past 200, you know what I mean? Whereas when it's at like
150.
150, around there, that's when it seems more likely to just stop.
Right. I was actually
There's
really
like a
disappointed.
hump you have to get over.
Yeah. Well, that's what everyone said is you need 10 to 30% engagement
Mm-hmm.
on a post for it to be sent to the next tier of people.
Right.
But I was actually really disappointed because I had one last night that jumped to 730 really quick and then it just stopped.
So weird.
And it was of me doing a seductive dance, which I thought was hilarious. I thought it would definitely do well. I was just shocked that it stopped, especially because it immediately got engagement too.
Mm-hmm.
I have some good ones tonight, and I'm for the next 24 hours exclusively duetting Charlie D'Amelio. But what I think I'm gonna do is during the day I'm gonna start posting, like reposting the ones that didn't do well,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't really care.
Yeah, that's
during the day.
Yeah.
And because I post so much content now, I don't care if I get the ones that are 5 views or 10 views, because in 24 hours you won't know that.
Right.
No one going through my profile, maybe they will do a deep dive, but if, let's say I find a new account, let's say I'm a new follower of Charlie D'Amelio's and I'm like scrolling through her content, if I see one that's super low, I'm going to be like, why the fuck didn't that one get views?
Mm-hmm.
And click it to see. So I'm not too concerned.
Right.
But I genuinely know that had I started doing the 10 a days even a month ago,
mm-hmm.
I'd probably be at 10,000 followers by now. Because the growth process right now is so staggered.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some days where I go up 15, there's other days where I go up 1.
Right.
It's so weird right now.
Yeah.
I have found it's more consistent since I started putting like hit like and hit follow and comment or like whatever for each video. But I'm just hoping TikTok kind of elevates my career, like, you know, gets me more YouTube subscribers, gets me more whatever, so I can really make this a career. Because as much as side businesses are fun, it'd be nice to really focus in on this. Because it's fun stuff.
Yeah.
I look forward to the day where I no longer edit my vlogs or my gaming, so I can just record them, send them off.
Yeah.
But it is what it is right now. Like I am enjoying it. I really want this to be a career. It's just having the editing process taken off my shoulders would be nice.
Right.
We'll see. Ideally it gets there. I'm growing slowly on TikTok.
Oh yeah.
And I'm getting a little bit better with YouTube views. With like the clickbait. The one of you shaving my head definitely got views. The quarantine drinking games one did well as well.
We should do that again.
Yeah, I agree. Today's vlog I anticipate will do well. It's all about how 5G internet does not cause COVID-19. Which I genuinely can't believe that that's even a thought. But
you might have some angry people.
I kind of hope so.
Yeah. Because
like all publicity's good publicity.
Right, yeah.
I kind of hope so. I can guarantee I'll be called like alt something. I'll be like, oh, he's a Clinton supporter, or he's a Trump supporter, or he's blah blah blah. Like people from both sides who happen to be conspiracy theorists that see the video will automatically assume I'm the worst in their opposing side.
Right.
The unfortunate thing is there's people that I respect a lot believing that. And that's just disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Because people that, you know, you hold in high regard thinking that the sky is purple and COVID-19 comes from cell phones.
I'm very curious as to who you're meaning.
Not anyone in my family, because my family doesn't believe it.
Right. That's why I'm very curious.
Off the podcast, I'll say who. But yeah, I feel I feel it's a weird thing to believe.
It's very weird.
And even in the video, I cover the fact that I watched someone's 20-minute video that's garnering a lot of attention, and their video about how 5G internet causes COVID-19. After watching it, the amount of false information that is being spread is absurd, and the fact that he speaks with the guy who posted the video, he speaks with such conviction and blatantly lies. He cuts around interviews to suit his narrative, and I can understand why someone watching it would believe it, because he speaks with such conviction. He states that non-ionizing radiation from things like radios and 5G cause the same symptoms as COVID-19. And then I look it up on the CDC's website and they're like, no, it's tissue damage.
Yeah.
Where do you even come up with this fact?
Yeah, it's really weird.
This is just a strange time, and I don't think anyone needs added stress by false information. I really hope this is over soon.
Yeah.
Because I'm really running out of ideas for vlogs and shit.
I know, you're actually considering getting a puppy.
Yeah, and better yet, I'm considering letting you wax my chest.
I'd like both, please.
Okay. I'm just like, if anyone wants to send me vlog ideas, that would be great, because I'm really running low. Times are tough.
It's hard when you can't really do anything.
Yeah. I think the dog...
Then you're like, this vlog is me watching Hannah Montana for like 6 hours.
I think the dog would really help the vlog, because that's something to do every day.
Yeah.
That people will like to come back for.
Yeah.
So, and that dog will blow up my TikToks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that dog.
Me too. Such a beautiful dog.
I did not expect your parents to be on board.
Hell no. I definitely didn't expect it. And, like, at first, my dad said no before I even finished what I was saying.
Yeah, so I heard that and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, and then he's like, talk to your mother. And my mom said, talk to your father. So we just kind of assumed that was a yes.
And they never said no after that.
Yeah, exactly.
And then your dad was even almost helping us find...
Yeah, he was trying to help us find a breeder.
Yeah. So, obviously on board. Your mom wants to clothe the dog.
Yeah. The one thing that sucks about getting a dog for us is because my mom is so desperately allergic, we have to get it from a breeder. Like, we can't just go to a pound, which I would prefer.
Yeah, for sure. Me too.
I would much prefer getting a dog that's in need of a home. But I also really want a dog. And it'll be helpful having, like, this as our first dog. And then, like, when we have our own place, we can get that other dog.
Yeah, and then we might actually end up being more prepared for, like, you know, different circumstances.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I look forward to it.
Me too.
I did see an ad for free goats, too, and that was
I'm so upset that was a no-go, because I would be so down for
They didn't even let me finish the breath, and they were like, no.
I immediately said yes.
Yeah.
Goats are the best.
We could build a little shed for them outside.
Oh.
A little heated shed.
Let's just tell them it's a dog and get a goat.
Okay, we're not bringing a goat inside. I need you to understand.
I'll put a diaper on it.
No, you need to understand that there are indoor pets and there are outdoor pets. I talked about
Why can't goats be both?
No! I talked about getting a type of dog that I would legitimately want outside, because it's not, like, a super friendly dog, but I still would love one.
Why would you want it?
Oh, it's good with its owner.
But you're still not letting it in your house. Like, what's the point?
I would go play with it.
Play what?
Catch? Fetch, I mean?
You're gonna...
It's our son.
You're gonna play fetch with the dog for its entire life and never, like, snuggle with it.
Oh, I would snuggle with it outside.
It's weird.
Why is that weird?
Why do you want to do that outside?
Oh my god. Because I like the outdoors.
I don't like the idea of an animal, like, not living with me.
So if we got a goat, you'd legitimately want it in the house?
Yeah.
And chickens?
Yeah. No, I mean, it's different if you, like, have a farm.
Fine, let's get a farm and I can get a Tibetan Mastiff. You can stay with the horse and the goat. Really?
I don't know why you want one. I'm just confused.
They're beautiful dogs.
They're big, fluffy guys.
Yeah, big, fluffy, and vicious.
Why do you want a vicious dog?
For protection, dog.
From what?
Bad people.
I think this is a conversation that we're gonna need to get into later.
Why?
Because we can't get one right now anyway.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant there was something you wanted to talk about off podcast.
No.
Oh.
But, like...
You mean you don't want to get a $5.5 million dog?
Are you kidding me?
That's what the red ones go for.
No.
No. The regular ones I think are 60,000.
Oh my god, get a car instead. Are you kidding? Why?
I don't know.
Why would you... What?
They're bred to take down cougars.
We don't have cougars!
That's what you think. So no?
No.
Ever?
You want to spend that much on a dog
If
that you can't even bring in your freaking house?
If I was a billionaire, you wouldn't let me keep it in the house, or you wouldn't let me get it?
Well, I don't think I would have a choice.
Why?
Because I don't think you'd listen to me.
Yes, I would.
If you wanted it?
Yes.
And I said no?
Yes, if you said no, I wouldn't get it.
I have a hard time believing
I
that.
wouldn't intentionally get a pet you don't want.
I would never want to worry about my dog attacking people.
Now, hold on, switch it up. If you wanted a pet and I said no, would you listen to me?
Yeah.
So, if I said no rats ever...
Then I wouldn't get them.
Oh, wow.
I'd be very upset.
Anyways, that's it for this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, rate and review on iTunes and Spotify, and go check us out on all other social media. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. I already said that. Peace.